Hi, my name's Robin. I'm going to try and give you a basic understanding of how to get into the cryptocurrency market for grey nomads. Grey nomads in Australia, we have developed a term for people who've retired, bought themselves a caravan or a mobile home, and take a year off and travel around the circumference of this beautiful country and become grey nomads. So the first thing you're going to need is to be computer literate, and if you're not, if you don't have a really good understanding of computers and how to copy and paste and get around from one program to another on the internet and understand what security is all about, then don't do this. Really, this is, you're going to be investing your money and you could lose it. So the next thing you need to do is you need to ensure you have proper antivirus protection. I use EsetNod 32. I've been using it for about 20 years. It costs me a couple of dollars every year. It's pretty inexpensive for the type of protection that it gives you, and it's very good, and it'll pick up everything and anything that comes your way in terms of in the emails and things like that. And I really suggest that you invest in it. Don't have a look at don't be tempted by the freebies. They don't seem to give the proper protection, in my opinion. They give some protection, but really, when you spend a little bit of money, go and have a look at it. EsetNod 32, it'll give you a 30-day free trial. Run a scan on your computer. You'll be surprised what you come up with. Never invest more than you're prepared to lose. I think this is a basic that everybody's always going to be telling you, and if you are foolish enough not to listen to it, well, the consequences are yours. I'm not an investment advisor. I don't give an investment advice. All I'm going to do is try and help you understand how to do this and tell you a little bit about what I've done. And I've made some money, and I'm still making money in the market, but it's a risk, as any market is, whether it's the stock exchange or the cryptocurrency exchanges. It's all a risk, and be prepared to possibly lose. That happens. Be careful. Make written notes. Don't rely on your memory. Write things down. Do not store your information on your computer, your passwords or your wallet address and verification. Use a flash drive. I have one that I have stuck to my computer screen over here. Anytime I need to get into my wallet, I plug that in, and that's got all the information on it. It's not in my Dropbox, it's not on my computer, it's nowhere else. So without any further ado, let's have a look-see and what happens. So first thing you've got to do is you've got to open an account, and you've got to open an account at an exchange. This is very much like exchanging cash. If you were going to go traveling overseas, and I'm in Australia, as I said, so I would take my Aussie dollars, I'd go down to the local exchange bureau, hand them the Aussie dollars, they would give me pounds or US dollars or whatever other currency it is that I wanted. And this is the same in the cryptocurrency market. You've got to go to an exchange, you've got to select an exchange and select a reputable one. Go and do some homework, go and find out on the internet, go and Google them and see what exchanges there are. Some of them will be easier to get into than others. Be wary of those. You want one that's going to deal directly with you and exchange your cash, not one that's going to go through a third party. In Australia, we have a couple that are purely Australian based. This BT exchange, it's BTC Markets. These guys deal exclusively in Australia, If you wanted Coin Spot, I think deal more internationally. In fact, at the moment they've suspended all of the Aussie dollar deposits because they're trying to get the banks to work with them, and our banks are a little bit slow in wanting to assist in these matters. There's also Coinbase. Coinbase I'm signed up to as well. Just to show you something about them, you see this is set to show you the price in US dollars, and I can set it to Aussie dollars as well if I want to. It's quite a simple thing. You just go to settings. Okay, it's bombed me out. It's been sitting there too long. No problem. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna be wanting to get yourself an exchange. You need to register with this exchange. This is the first hurdle. So first hurdle, find the exchange that you want to deal with. The second hurdle, register with them. They are going to make you jump through a couple of hoops. They're going to want you to verify yourself. They're going to want you to scan your driver's license, maybe back and front. Some of them want just the front, and you're going to have to send that in to them. You're also going to have to send in possibly a copy of your passport. I refuse to send my passport. That's a personal thing. If you're happy scanning your passport and sending it off to them, do it. I've never done it for any of them. If they want my passport, I go to another one. So quite a couple of them will give you the option of passport or driver's license. I've given them my driver's license. They've been happy with that. They're going to want verification of who you are. Some of them make you write on a piece of paper that the date and their name and your name or whatever. They'll give you the instructions. Take a selfie of that, download it onto their site, and that becomes part of the verification. And then the third one, they'll be looking for your banking details and to verify that as well. So this verification could take anything from a day to 3 days to a week. If you don't have your ducks properly in a row, it's going to take longer. So, and don't rush. So you know, if you want to get into this market quickly, you ain't gonna do it. You're gonna have to go through the hoops. And if you want to find a company that doesn't need the hoops, be careful, because in my opinion they don't have the security either. Once you're in, you then are going to be able to go to your account. Your account will put you into a position where you can now deposit Aussie dollars via things like BPay, and that's just one of the Australian methods of depositing money. They also have the poly deposits, which is through the post office. That's closed at the moment. I have deposited cash through the poly and through BPay without any problems on BTC markets, and I've used them exclusively, although I am registered with the others, and I know I've registered with a couple in actual fact. So Coinbase also wanted the verifications. They needed my driver's license, they needed my bank verification, and they needed a photo ID, which is on the driver's license anyway. So for now, once that has happened, you will then see an available, once your Aussie dollars have been accepted and verified, it will come up over here, or it will come up over there and tell you what amount of money you've got invested over there or deposited. When you've got your deposit, you can then go and start trading. So you would then go along and put in the amount. So in this instance, I've got nothing to spend over there, so I've already spent all of mine. But you're buying Bitcoin in this is what I did. I went and I could change this to Litecoin. I could go buy Litecoin. This candlestick graph, quite handy to discover how to read this thing. When it's green, it means that the price is on the increase. When it's red, or whatever you'd like to call that color over there, it's the price is decreasing. If you have a look over here, it'll tell you what it opened at, the high, the low, and what it closed at, and the volume for the day, and the price. So let's have a look at that block there. The low was 285, the high was 352, and it closed at 300. Straight after that, the next day, this is in a monthly cycle over here, so let's take this down to a day. There we go. So at 7 o'clock this morning, the price was decreasing. It had a high of 314, a low of 304, and closed at 305. The next hour at 8 o'clock, it closed at 316. It was on the increase, and then on the increase again, going up. Closed at 326, closed at 346, and now it's coming down. It's closed at 344, and the lowest point was this point here, which was 335. So you can see there and there. If I take it back down to that point, there we go, 335.19. I can't get it slightly lower. And the high was 350, and there you can see, and the general trading was in this area here. So that gives you an idea. Let's just go back to Bitcoin over there, and you can see. So what you would do is you'd have a look-see and see these are the last trades, the price in Aussie dollars. And once again, I can change that in my settings over here to whatever currency I want. If you want to change it to pounds, you can change it to pounds, euro, American dollars, whichever. So you can decide. I don't ever pick the thing that they are talking about over here. If I was buying, I would be putting in, let's have a look, see. So we're going to say spend all. If I took that at market, limit, okay. So once you've decided, we'll go through that exactly how it works a little bit later. I'll put some money in there and show you exactly. And then you can see exactly how to do a trade. But so just remember, the first thing that you've got to do over here is you've got to select a exchange. Once you've selected them, register with them, get all your verifications done, and only then can you put in money. They will also, in the instance of BTC, as you'll see, there's a limit over here. There's a daily limit. Now that at the moment is sitting at $8,000 for me. It started off, I think, at 2,000, and as you put in and they become used to you, and they're happy that you're a bona fide client, then they will increase that limit for you. Don't be in a hurry. That's a good thing. You can find ones that will give you unlimited access. You can use them if you want to, but I would be a little bit wary of going to exchanges that don't want verification and that don't limit you. So yeah, all this takes time. It can be worth it. I'll put out another video hopefully in the next week, and we'll go on to the next section, which is actually buying Bitcoin and then taking that Bitcoin and investing it, either keeping it in Bitcoin or investing it into other various things that one can do with it. Thanks for watching. I hope that this series helps, and leave some comments below, and let me know if you need me to talk about anything else or show you anything else. I'm just a grey nomad who's learnt a little bit, and I'll share my knowledge with you. Thank you very much. Cheers.